Hello friends, welcome to the second module in the subject thermodynamics. Now let us take a quick recap of our first module. In the first module, we discussed the definition of thermodynamics and different systems in the study of thermodynamics. Now in this module, we will discuss the heat, work, zeroth law of thermodynamics and first law of thermodynamics. Friends, in the entire study of thermodynamics, our main focus is oriented towards how to convert heat to the work or how to convert work to the heat. So these are the two best examples. If you convert heat to the work, you will get thermal power plant. That means electricity. We can have the electricity by this process. Again, if you apply work to the heat, you will get the refrigeration effect. So these are the two main concepts in the study of thermodynamics. Now let us try to understand in detail what exactly the heat and work transfer. Now heat is a form of energy. It releases its energy because of temperature difference. Now see, this is so hot potato at 100 degrees Celsius. This represents one system. And heat transfer takes place by virtue of the temperature difference. And let us say outside temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. And heat is going to transfer from hot potato to the universe. So heat is a directional property. It requires magnitude and quantity. The universal thumb rule for the sign convention is shown in this figure. So this represents one system. Now heat rejected by the system is termed as negative heat energy. Heat given to the system is termed as positive heat energy. So this is about the heat transfer. Now let us focus on work transfer. Work. Like heat, work is also in the form of energy in transit. So as we know, the mechanical definition of work, W is equal to force multiplied by distance. But in the thermodynamics study, this definition does not have the proper recognition. So we will study the thermal definition of work. Now let us see one system is there. Okay. So by the virtue of the process, if the system boundary is going to expand or system boundary is going to contract, expansion work or compression work. Expansion work or compression work. So these are the, so for example, the rotating shaft, lifting of the weight, then rotating shaft, lifting of the weight, these are the associated with the thermal work. So as we know here, the energy and heat can transfer in the form of work and heat. If there is no transfer of energy in the form of heat, So there must be a work transfer. And work transfer we can evidence along the boundary of the system. As boundary is expand or boundary may be contract. Expansion or compression of the system is nothing but the work created in the thermodynamic system. Now let us see the sign convention for the work transfer. Sign convention. Sign convention for work transfer. If there is how we can say the work is positive? When the work is done by the system. Work is done by the system, it is going to be considered a positive work. And work is done on the system. This one is positive and this one is negative work. Now what are the examples of positive work? The work created by the car engine, work created by the hydraulic pumps, work created by thermal power pumps, steam turbines and gas turbines. All these terms as a positive work done. And negative works, that is work, it is a consumable work, that is work is going to apply on the system. Now take an example of reciprocating air compressors. This is a negative work. Then electric work, refrigeration work, refrigerations, fan, all these terms are the negative works. That is work is done on the system. So this is about the sign convention of heat and work. Now let us study the zeroth law of thermodynamics. So this law is the basis to measure the temperature of an object. Now let us consider these are the two systems, system A and system B. These are separated by adiabatic wall. This system is separated with the adiabatic wall, and there is a third system called C. If there are two systems separately in a thermal equilibrium with the third system C, so in that case both the systems are in thermal equilibrium with each other. So in this way we will consider if temperature of TA is equal to Tc or Tb is equal to Tc. So in that case TA is equal to Tb. So this law gives the foundation to measure the temperature of an object. Now let us shift our focus to the first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. So first law of thermodynamics states that whenever there is a system execute a cyclic process, in that case the cyclic integration of delta Q is equal to the cyclic integration of delta W. That means heat is going to be converted into work. Cyclic integration of delta Q is equal to the cyclic integration of delta W. The another statement of the first law of thermodynamics is like this: delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. That means the heat energy of the system is going to convert into the internal energy of the system and work done by the system. This is also the mathematical expression for the first law of thermodynamics. The alternate statement for the first law of thermodynamics is law of conservation of energy, that states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, and one form of energy converted to the other form of energy. Now take example of hydraulic power plant. We will get the electricity with the application of hydraulic power plant. If you burn the fuel in forms of chemical energy, we will get the work done. IC engine. We will get the electricity with the help of solar energy. That means all these examples provides enough evidence that law of conservation of energy is valid. And in the study of thermodynamics, most of these laws are based on the regular observations. So in the next module, we will see the few more concepts regarding the thermodynamics. Thank you.